Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new blind let's play series for this awesome new game called The Wandering Village. This game is supposed to be a city builder, but the gimmick is that your city is on the back of this weird dinosaur looking creature that wanders through the lands. I'm a data engineer by trade and we're going to figure out how to build the most efficient city one logical step at a time. Let's get into it. So we are going to go into a new game. And we're probably just going to start on story mode. I don't know how to play this game, so there's no point trying to do challenge mode. Difficulty level. We'll just go with a normal difficulty level to get the classic city builder experience. Onbu customization. Name your Onbu and change its appearance, okay? So this creature is called Onbu. Your Onbu looks just like the old legend said it would, capable of carrying a village on its back. Its massive earthen body embodies the spirit of earth and suggests warmth and safety. So we can have a dark purple looking Onbu, or we can just go with the classic one. Kind of like this dark one. It's a couple of lock skin as well. Oh, this lava one looks cool. We're just gonna keep Onbu named Onbu because I'm not that creative. So we're going with story mode, normal difficulty, if you want to play along.
Driven from our homes by the toxic spores, we kept wandering, looking for shelter. But not in our wildest dreams did we imagine what we would find.
Elder Waltraud says, there you go, good to see you, my friend. After all these years we've traveled, all the hardships that we've endured together, who would have thought that we'd run into an Onbu of all things? It's truly amazing, isn't it, dear? We might find the first humans to have ever seen one in a couple of 100 years. But the poor thing seems exhausted and has gone back to sleep for now. I had thought that Onbus slept underground, but the poisoning of the soil must have woken it up. I wonder if it can even sustain itself up here on the surface. But if we take care of it, it might take care of us in return. But if push comes to shove, we might have to prioritize our own well-being in order to survive. Though that is a decision that we would like to pass on to you. We may have led our people here, but I think it's a good opportunity for someone new to take over. I'm sure you will prove to be an excellent leader. Alright, seems like we're like the elder of this village, and we have to sort of juggle between our village's survival and the health of Onbu, who our village is built upon, I suppose. Very interesting concept. Let's figure out what is going on. So it looks like we have a bunch of these villages. They all have individual names. That's so cool. I really like to engage my viewers in the show, so if you want to be named if you want your name to be one of these villages, just let me know in the comment section and we can add some of our viewers and subscribers into the game, and that will make it more interesting, I guess. So what do we have to do? Do we have any quests? They're all homeless. Maybe I'm going to pause the game while I figure this out in case people starve to death and things. So let's just quickly go over the UI. So we've got total population of 10 people, we've got 10 free workers and 10 idle workers. Cool. So we start off with 10 people. The village's happiness details. Okay. Here in the center we have Onbu's health. And I think this is just the time and the biome that we're currently in. We go into the world view. We can see the entire world. So there's our Onbu, there's our world, and it's just sort of wandering through. Is this the path that it's walking? Who knows? So we can go back into the village view. This is our temperature, our humidity. Onbu is currently lying down. There's no ground toxicity. If Onbu was standing, air toxicity would apply. Okay, that's an interesting mechanic. So I guess these are our resources. We have some berries, we have some tools, and we have some wood. Okay, and these are just subsections of our resources. But for now we only have 3 resources. Alright, let's see what we can do. Doesn't seem to be any tutorials or guides of any kind. We don't have too many buildings we can build at the start. I'm surprised there's no tutorial. Have I done something wrong already? How do I select my villagers and get them to do things? So you just build stuff and then your villagers will automatically do stuff. You don't need to micro control any of them. So I just put down a dirt road. So I suppose we should give them some homes, right? A tent, a makeshift housing for up to 2 villagers, offers some slight protection from poisonous air. So we need 5 tents, and each one costs 15 wood. And we only have 15 wood. So I suppose we need to get some more wood. How do we harvest some wood? We can click a tree and click harvest. Let's run that and see what that does. That gets 2 villagers over. Oh god, the controls are a bit sensitive when I scroll, but there you go. You can see these 2 villagers are now cutting down a wood. It collects the 1 wood. So now we have 16 wood. Alright, so we can get them to keep collecting it. It seems like 1 tree only has 10 wood in it. So if we go over here, now that we have a little bit of extra wood, we can build a tent. It only costs 15 wood. Let's just put down a tent and see what happens. I have no idea where the most optimal place to build things is, but we'll figure it out. So they have to actually transport the wood to this area. Okay. But it seems like they will automatically construct stuff. So if I just get some more villagers doing this, maybe. C is harvest. So let's mark that for harvest. We'll mark maybe a 3rd tree for harvest, and we'll just get them all harvesting stuff. Because I think the first thing that we probably need to do is maybe give housing and then food. Pretty standard in most of these sort of games. So now we've got housing for 2 of our people. Not all of them are homeless. Seems like our 10 villagers are all doing stuff now. Just checking out some of our other resources. We've got some clay there, some rocks. How do we get food? Food production, a berry gatherer. Collects berries from nearby bushes and can plant more bushes using nearby berry seeds. Okay. More efficient than using free workers. So there's some berries over here that they can eat, but where is berry seeds? It can't be too far away. We don't even have that much buildable land, to be honest. Well, we have no idea what's going on, so let's just put a berry gatherer down. I guess berries can only grow on grass, maybe, in range 0. I don't see any berries anywhere. Let's have a look around. Ah, over here is the berries. So maybe we can build a berry gatherer over here. Let's capture them all. Oh, is that gonna destroy one of my berry trees? I don't want to destroy any of these berry trees. But what happens if I build this? It costs 20 wood to build, and it's very far away. What if we mark some close by trees for resource gathering? How does deconstructing work as well? Because why do I want my tents all the way over here if my food is all the way over here? Let's start carving out a path between this area and this area, perhaps. I have no idea what I'm doing, but gathering more wood can't hurt, right? So we've still got 6 homeless people, which seems to be our main priority at the moment. I'm going to build a couple of tents over here and a couple of tents over here, just to sort of spread out, because I don't know where I'm meant to be building stuff or why I need roads. Villagers move slightly faster on the roads. Okay. Does it cost anything to build? It doesn't seem like it costs anything to build. So what if we build, like, say, a road up here and then give them a couple of tents, say, here and maybe like 1 more here. Oh. How do I cancel this building? Let's build 1 tent here. If you're enjoying the video and you want to support Data Engineer Plays, don't forget to leave a like and hit that subscribe button. And if you have any feedback or suggestions, feel free to share them in the comment section. Not enough resources available, okay. Two nomads would like to settle on Onbu. Okay, where does it tell me that? Buildings with red flag? What does that mean? Not enough resources available. Is there not wood here? Oh, as in I've used up all my wood, I see. Trying to find a notification spot because apparently a couple of villagers want to settle. Do I just click this? 2 nomads will arrive in 2 days and 23 hours. Okay. So we've got a couple of idle workers. We don't like that. So we're going to go and build some more tents for these villagers. So we'll build one there. No workers assigned to this berry gathering. How do we assign a worker? Plus, plus. Cool. So these 2 workers are now employed at the berry gatherer, and they're going to go and gather berries, hopefully. We've got 91 food left. Not enough wood. Let's get more wood gathering going. So we've got 4 tents now, and it seems to be raining now. Let's put in another 2 tents because we've got another 2 villagers coming very soon. Maybe we'll put another dirt road out this way. And we'll get another tent built this way. We've got no more workers, so let them chop down these trees. Alright, so I have 5 tents. I think I need 1 more tent. Just for the 2 new villagers that are going to come in a couple of days. So let's get that prepared. Now, how sustainable is cutting down this entire forest? Who knows? We're going to have to figure all that out. Oh, we can harvest Onbu's spike for stone, but that'll reduce trust with Onbu. Okay, interesting. This villager has 3 little bubbles over its head. What does it want? No idea. But we've got a bunch of free villagers, and I think we've got food now. I don't know if we're food positive or negative, but we'll figure that out, I guess. We're on 87 at the moment. Hopefully these berry capture people can keep up. I think we need to start getting research going, because I think the point of this whole thing is to research things. So we've got food going. We can get a wood cutting camp, which would probably be a little bit helpful. It uses up some of our tools. Woodcutters produce more wood by cutting down trees nearby, more efficient than using free workers. Oh, we should have done that ages ago. So let's get a wood cutting camp going. Maybe here. Plus 3 tools, but I think it'll be worth it. Why is nobody working? I've got 7 free workers and nobody's working on this. Or maybe they're bringing the tools over from this side. Yeah, so where materials are matters, because it seems like whenever you need something, they need to gather it from somewhere. So we'll assign 2 workers to our wood cutting camp. Now we can get a mining camp and a clay gathering camp when we need those resources. But at the moment, I don't think we need any of those resources just yet. Let's do research next, I think. Enable researching new buildings and technologies. So that requires stone and clay. So I suppose that guides us in the direction of needing a mining camp, which we can place maybe over here and gather some of these rocks. I kind of want to build it like right in the middle here, so it mines out all of these rocks around here. Still got 7 free workers, and we need clay as well, but where is clay? Clay is all the way down here. It's a little bit far away, but we can get a clay gathering camp, but clay gathering requires stone, which we don't have, so we're gonna have to do things sequentially and in order. So we've got our 2 new villagers, it seems. Nope, they're not 2 new villagers, they're just idle people. That's fine. Someone's bringing over tools. Oh, what's happening over here? Building with red flags requires some workers in there. Sure. Let's get some workers in there gathering the stone. So it seems we're food positive. We've got 92 food available now, which is great. I think everybody has a home as well. Total housing for 12. Yep, excellent. So we've got 4 stone now. Let's get the clay gathering going. So there's clay over here. We'll just put it right here. Or is there a better place to put it? I don't think I have an area to capture all the clay. Yeah, I think here's probably the best. We'll get them started off because it takes a while for them to get over here, and it's so far away, perhaps we need a dirt road to get to here. Is there a clear path through here? Essentially, we can just build a dirt road like this for now, and then I know it goes through some trees, but they can cut down those trees, I guess. Alright, we have our 2 new nomads arriving now. Let's grab them. Where do they arrive? How did they get up here? We have a total population of 14, and we need some more housing now. But that's fine, we've got plenty of wood, so let's get another house going. I both like and dislike the fact that there is no tutorial guiding me. Usually tutorials can be quite tedious. I do like trying to figure out the direction we need to go ourselves, but I also feel like I might just be doing things completely incorrectly. But we're following the most logical path forward, and when we run into problems, we'll just solve them as best we can. We probably won't find the most optimal solution off the bat, but we'll eventually figure it out. So we've got a bunch of stone, we've got a bunch of wood happening now. What are these berry seeds? Used by the berry gatherers to plant berry bushes. I think they've picked up some berry seeds and then they've put them over here. Let's also try this material storage thing, because I feel like we should store some stuff better than just like on the floor. But they are quite expensive, and I don't know, like the wood, I don't know if the wood ever respawns because it feels very limited. I mean, there's a lot of wood, but I feel like we're going to go through it very quick if we're building stuff that costs 20 wood every time. This is like 2 trees, and we need 1 storage for each of these materials. Seems unnecessary at the moment, so I don't know. Does this thing store berries? It's got an inventory, so it's okay. Any way I can pick up the berries over here and bring them over? I don't think I can. There's just a pile of berries over there, and when they need food, I suppose they can go over here and get it. Maybe. Let's just test out 1 material storage. It's all a learning exercise at this point. So maybe if I get a material storage and I tell it I want berries in here, it will get people to go over to the other side and bring some berries. Like, these guys are cutting down wood, and then they're just leaving it on the floor, and then when it's needed, they bring it over, I see. So we've got some clay now. We can start building also our research thing. Maybe after this material storage is done. So there's our material storage. We can select what we want to store. Stores very... Wait, it stores every material? Oh, amazing. Okay, so I don't need to select it. But I can maybe turn some on and off. Enable all, disable all. So I can disable all of it, but I don't want to particularly do that. But maybe later on, we can organize the material storage a little bit more efficiently so that the materials we need are close by to where they need to be used. But at the moment, our village is just sort of all over the place, so I don't really care. I wonder if the map to build ever gets any bigger, or this is it. That's very interesting that we can't expand past all of this. So I guess maybe part of this game is to build efficiently and get your goals done in that limited space on Onbu's back. So we have the resources to build the research center. So let's build a research center somewhere away from the berry bushes. Maybe let's just put it... Oh, I feel like this is going to be our villager area. So I don't know where I would put this. I don't want to put it like all the way in case it needs workers and materials to do research. Let's just put it in the middle of here for now, and then we can maybe move it later. Give it a little bit of room. We'll just put it over here so I can put a dirt road in between here. Give our villagers something to do. There's no idle workers and we're food positive. Fantastic. Did we say we need to build another tent? Is everyone housed? Yes, we have exactly 14 housing. Currently we are on day 4. It is nice and sunny. Let's go check out the world view and see where we are. So Onbu looks like he's walked a bit. What is this? A crossroads. But he's walking down this way and it looks like there's going to be an abandoned encampment in our near distant future. Distance traveled 18.7 kilometers. Look at Onbu go. That's so cool. And we can see our village on its back. That's really cool. So our food quality is 0, our food variety is +1. Okay, so our villagers have a happiness score of 6. Villagers are full of hope. The happiness is increased by 6. This bonus will decrease by 1 in 2 days and 4 hours. Okay, so the villagers need more stuff. But we are building our research thing, so hopefully they will bring over the stone, bring over the clay, and we will be able to research something useful. I assume the purpose of this game is to go through the tech tree, as with most city builders, and we're just going to get more and more advanced technology, and hopefully that technology will help us solve any problems that come by our way. Full staff required, removing plants and resource stacks from construction site. Alright, so they haven't started building yet because they still need to cut down all these trees. But what is everyone else doing? Have I assigned people to this clay thing? Ah, you can have 3 workers in the clay gathering camp if I need more clay. Fine, 2 workers should be enough for now. Looks like they're about to finish digging out this clay. I don't know if that ever... are these resources limited and will never respawn? Who knows? But this road seems pretty useful. It makes people walk a bit faster up and down. Here we go. Now they're bringing over the clay and the stone. And that's it. Now they're constructing our research building. I think we've gone through all the basic buildings. So we've got our storage, we've got our berry gatherer, and we've got our little camp. We've got another 2 nomads coming in. I don't know the detriment of getting them to settle, so I'm just going to allow them. If Frostpunk is any indicator, the more people we have in our village, the harder it is to maintain all of their needs. So eventually we should be a little bit careful. So this requires 3 staff. Does it tell me if I have any free workers? So I've only got 5 free workers that aren't assigned to buildings at the moment. But check it out. Look at these cute little researchers, Randy and Lida and Chiara. So maybe if you tell me in the comments section your username and the job you want to do on our Onbu village, I can change one of the workers that are working in a particular job to your name and you can be part of the playthrough and hopefully I can keep you alive. So for example, if your name is John and you go, I am John and I want to be a researcher, I'll just go over here and just update their names. So we've got our research center now. Let's do some research. So here is our lovely little tech tree. Select any incomplete research to track and complete it. So if we zoom out, is this it? Is this the whole research tree? It's very, very linear and doesn't look like there's sections or anything. So I guess we just work through the tree. I'm not going to go through every single node right now. Let's just go over here. I think a farm would definitely be useful to produce some food, right? So an air well extracts water from the air, works better at high humidity levels. No water is produced in deserts. Oh, so this is where biome challenges come in. The research cost is 25 wood and we need wood and clay to build it. So that is definitely something we want to research. Let's get it. So it takes them a while to research it. 11 hours, so half a day. Otherwise, our villagers all seem pretty happy. We probably need to get another tent going at some point. Let's prepare our tent for when our new villagers arrive. You can live over here. Curiously enough, I wonder if these two tents we built at the start of the game matter at all, because I don't know, like, do they do the villagers go back home over here and then have to travel all the way back over here for work? It's a very inconvenient commuting distance, but whatever. Now, it doesn't seem like there's too much to do, so I'm gonna try to zoom a little bit. 4 times speed, and that's our first research done. So, let's select a new research. I think farm is definitely going to be maybe more important than a water tank. It costs a little bit of everything to research, so let's get the farm. I feel like we are a little bit on the low end of food at the moment, so it makes sense to start researching the farm. In the meantime, we can figure out what this air well does. So it extracts the water from the air, but doesn't work in deserts. Now, I assume this is going to be needed for the farm. So in anticipation, I might build it all the way out here, maybe. And then we can maybe build some farms over here. I know the food is going to be a little bit far away for the villagers, but that should be fine. I kind of want to link this area and this area at some point. Either that or I can actually build my farm over this side. Let's build our farm over to the left. How do I cancel this? Let's build our farm to the side over here. And that way we can maybe, I don't know, like build our farms here. The water for the farms comes from here. That seems to make sense to me. Maybe we can get some more dirt roads going somewhere. I don't want to destroy the berry trees because we still need berries. We can find a clear path out this way. Like that, maybe. Then we can have some roads in our village for more efficient travel. Going to zoom through a little bit. I think we got the basic hang of the game. Okay, our water well is done. We've got 5 free workers at the moment, which is not many workers. We could probably only afford to make 1 farm. So I'm going to assign a worker. Oh, luckily this only uses 1 worker. So it produces 5 water used for planting crops. We'll figure out the ratio soon. While it's doing that, let's get the water tank too. Do we get the water tank? It costs water to research, so we can't research that yet. Let's have a look at some of these other things that we can research. We've got a bunch of choices now. We can research landscaping, learn how to place some basic decorations to increase the attractiveness of adjacent homes. That doesn't seem very useful, and it requires a resource I've never seen before. The hornblower just requires 50 wood, but it lets us issue commands to Onbu, which it may or may not follow. Cool. The pantry stores all kinds of foods for the villagers, 50 of each. That sounds maybe useful. And a flop house. It's a makeshift housing for up to 30 villagers. Inhabitants are more susceptible to poisoning due to the cramped conditions. Alright, so it's like mass housing. What should we do? I don't want to do this one because it requires 50 berries maybe. Let's get the hornblower going. Feel like we need more villagers very soon, but that's fine. We've got enough housing for them. We've got the water producing water. Fantastic. And now in our food section, we should have a farm. So let's see if we can build 1 farm. So yes, 1 farm seems to be pretty massive. Maybe we build it up here. There's a big tree stump in the way over here. Or maybe we just build it along the road over here and then it can farm everywhere and it's reasonably close to the water, and when they make their food, it's reasonably close for them to go and get food and eat it. Now, every worker is assigned. We only have 4 free workers left, but we're getting new workers very soon. Where do they come from? Do they just sort of appear? Click. Well, our number just goes up. I'm not sure where they just appear from. I haven't caught new villagers coming in yet. We spawned over here, but I don't know where the new ones are spawning. Alright, our farm is now constructing. We have plenty of water, I think. We're storing 10 out of 50 water inside the water tower. I don't know how much water the farm requires. The farm requires 3 workers though, so that's half our remaining workers. We only have 3 spare workers to do building left, which seems like a optimal number. I don't know what these 3 dots means. It sounds like they like want to talk to me, but not really sure. Homeless 2. Do I not have enough housing for everyone? Ah, I need some more housing. Alright, that's fine. We can oblige. Maybe we'll build another tent a little bit closer over here so that the farmers have somewhere to live. Can do some more research. Landscaping. What is this cost thing that we never seen before? Let's have a look at our resources. Is it it's not a berry seed. It's like some sort of decoration material, and it doesn't tell me at all where to go and get it. Elder's Notebook. Resources. Mushrooms and herbs. Maybe it's like a herb? But if we research the pantry, we can do different types of plantations and unlock more food. So potentially we'll do this one next. Let's see what the farm is doing. So I can add a plot. Or mine as a plot. How does this work? Let's just add 1 plot here. So the farmer's going to go plant a beet. Cool. Why would I not add plots sort of everywhere? Does food expire at some point? Does it tell me adding a plot costs water, or how does this work? Well, we've got plenty of food, so let's just start with 8 plots with plenty of room for expansion. Now our village has 2 sources of food, which is fantastic. Our research is still going. Needs 0, happiness 7. Our happiness is high enough to attract new nomads, which I suppose we need because we only have 3 more workers. Our Onbu is still wandering its way through the jungle, it seems. Now, Onbu is hungry, so what does that mean? We can build our hornblower that we researched earlier, so maybe we can go tell Onbu to potentially do something. I can't build it anywhere. Use to issue commands to Onbu, which it may or may not follow, allows you to click crossroads on the map to decide which way to go. Sounds useful, but why can't I build it anywhere? Is there like a special spot to do it? It has to be near the front of Onbu. Okay. So let's build it over here. It's going to take a while for these 3 workers to bring everything over. Our research is done, so we can maybe do some variety of food for them. I think this is clay, isn't it? Yeah, it's a clay material. You can hover over it and see what that other material is. That is a herb. Okay. We will have to figure out how to get those herbs at some point. But for now, let's just research corn plantation, which requires 50 clay. How's my clay going? Is it just completely run out? It looks like it respawned a little. I can already see the reliance on this, like, air well. We probably need a lot of these to store enough water to get us through the desert. I wonder if it tells us when we're going to be arriving at a desert and what happens there. And does this world keep expanding? It's sort of shimmering over here, showing that maybe there's more stuff out here. That's really cool. Onbu has walked past this thing. Okay, that's fine. Let's go back to the village and let's see if we can't find some herbs. There's a strange rubble over here. Looks like a large pile of rubble with something buried underneath. Let's get one of our villagers to go and harvest that rubble and see what is it underneath. Now this is going to be a little bit of a trek for them to go and do. But I think we can like prioritize this, right? High priority. Maybe a villager will come and do this. Get a few less farmers. I don't feel like I need all 3 farmers, because this farmer's just sort of sitting around doing nothing at the moment. That's funny, when they lose their jobs, they just go into the building, change, and they just become regular nomads again. But here it goes, they're harvesting this thing. Someone wants to talk to me. Finally, a quest. Oh, there's like 50 of these. This is going to take a while to do. Let's just set the normal priority. And let's go have a chat with one of our villagers. Elder Wartrell. I see you've noticed this strange pile of rubble as well, my friend. There seems to be something buried here. It's hard to tell what it is right now, but we might be able to learn more if we dig it up. I don't know about this. Maybe it was buried for a reason. Ooh, could be dangerous. Come on, dear. Aren't you at least a bit curious? Who knows? It might be something that could really benefit us. Yes, let's take the risk and figure out what is underneath this rubble. We got a little quest here. Clear the strange rubble. How's our little plantations going? So it's okay. So it's a little bit on the warm side for its growth. So I guess that just makes it grow a little bit slower. So we can harvest clay a little bit faster if we need to, but I think everything is kind of fine at the moment. So we've got 2 more nomads coming in. Now I think we don't have enough housing for them. So let's get another house going. How's our hornblower coming along? They seem to have completely stopped building it because it's very far away. Now, does someone have to walk all the way over here to activate the hornblower? I have no idea. Also, our Onbu looks like it's hungry. Well, it's less hungry than it was before. So that's good. I don't really understand this UI. Villagers over 15, 0.63. Total needs 0.625. This is not very clear to me. Needs 0. So they don't need anything and everyone's happy? Okay. I'm just going to assume that's the case. Something is happening. Building with red flags. Alright, someone has to work here. Who wants to work over here? Okay, so I can get it to lie down, walk, or run. And none of this other stuff is built. So all I can do is get it to lie down, walk, or run. Cool. Onbu evacuates its bowels. Delicious. Let's get Onbu to lie down and see what happens. Did it work? Is he lying down? Onbu accepts your command. Oh, that's mad. So it's just stopped moving now. I guess this will be useful like when we're in different areas. For example, if we don't want to be in the desert, we might get Onbu to like run and get out of the desert ASAP. Cool. This poor hornblower, he's like really far away from all the food and stuff. But that's fine. We probably should have planted our farm over on this side so we had like a more central food source. Spread our village out a little bit. Oh, okay, calm down, Onbu. Relax, it's okay. So we've got 6 free workers and our research is going for our new food source. We've got 88 food. I think we've got plenty of food, honestly. I suppose we need to plant a variety of food because maybe different food grows in different conditions. So once this finishes researching, let's see if we can't plant some corn. How's our little strange rubble going? Alright, it's taking a while to harvest this rubble. So, now we can plant a different thing. So we can go corn, but corn is not good here because it's too cold. Yep, okay, fair enough. So we don't want to plant any corn. We just want to plant beets for now. But maybe later when we're in a colder sort of climate, or a hotter climate, I should say. I think corn requires a hot climate to be green. So that was kind of a useless research. I think the next thing I want to figure out how to research is landscaping. It seems to be maybe useful to make people happier, or maybe not. Let's go over here and figure out this sort of stuff, because our hornblower has unlocked a bunch of stuff over here. We've got a carpenter. We can make wood planks from wood, but I haven't got anything that needs wood planks at the moment. We've got an eat command. We can command Onbu to eat stuff. Onbu discipliner can make Onbu listen to commands. Hurts Onbu and its trust in you. Okay, that sounds mean. And then we've got the mycologist. Plants and harvests mushrooms as ingredients for Onbu food. Plots must be placed on dirt soil. Okay, so this is a whole bunch of tech tree stuff that helps Onbu, I guess. And then over here we've got things that unlock more useful stuff, I guess. So I think we should start on that. Let's get the carpenter going. And I think our tree harvesting thing is almost running out of trees. What's going to happen when we run out of trees? Do they ever grow back, is my question. I'm very scared that we're just going to run out of wood one day. The clay looks like it's going to grow back because it seems to be just keeps harvesting the same bit of clay, but I'm not sure about the trees, whether they ever grow back. If we run out of wood one day, I don't know what's going to happen. Now I've got another 2 nomads arriving very soon, so I suppose we'll get them another tent. Let's build one over here. Maybe we should just build some tents over this side. I don't know. Does it matter where my tents are? Like, should they just be in a corner somewhere? I don't feel like I've ever seen a villager that's working somewhere go and get food and or go to their tent. Something is wrong with our air well. The storage is full. Okay. So maybe we should get our water tank, since we've got all the materials required to research that right away. Give our wood some time to catch up. We might need more wood. I feel like our wood is the slowest thing at the moment. But we might just wait for these guys to finish harvesting this thing and maybe it'll give us something cool. I still haven't found any herbs anywhere. Where is herbs? Mushrooms. Are they herbs? I'm gonna get them to harvest 1 mushroom to see. No, that's just a mushroom, right? Mushroom is not a herb. Alright, we've got our 2 new nomads. So let's click and accept those. Now we have plenty of workers for future expansion. This rubble is almost finished collecting, so let's just see what's underneath, and we might call it the end of an episode after we discover this. We've learned all the basics, which is great. Supplying our village with plenty of food, and we've got all the basic resources gathered. Now we've got our water tower, and we've got plenty of wood, so let's go ahead and build one of those, since we are full on water. Makes sense to build it a bit closer to the farm. There it is. It's a mysterious structure. Decayed, overgrown ruins. We don't know their original purpose. We can repair it, or we can deconstruct it. The repair cost is wood planks and stone slabs. Okay, so in our tech tree, we saw that we will need wood planks at some point, which I suppose is the next thing that we will get them to do. And the stonemason, which needs 75 stone. Well, let's do the stonemason first. because we have the stone and we don't have the wood. Now that we have extra workers, we might build a second woodcutter over here as well. But first, let's let them finish this. And I think we'll call it an episode here. We've done plenty of progress, learned some of the basics. We've fed our villagers. They've got places to sleep. We've got our basic resources going, and we're slowly progressing through the tech tree. So if you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.